Hello and welcome back for another vintage cube draft. It's been a while since I've been able to do one of these, but the cube is back, so I hope to do a couple this week. I don't know how long it's there for, but I will try and make the most of it. That said, a couple interesting cards. There's Strip Mine, which I love drafting the Strip Mine deck. However, there's also Mox Emerald and a Mana Drain. I think I'm going to take the Mox Emerald. This is just always good. Pretty much no matter what deck I play, I want to play a Mox Emerald. It's kind of a boring pick maybe, but it's a good one. So let's just start with a piece of power and then go from there. Other interesting cards, Thalia, Underground Sea, but I'll take my Mox when I get it. Okay. I did notice that Niv Mizzet is back in the cube, so I will be on the lookout for that. In this pack, there's Marsh Flats, which is a good fixer. Vampiric Tutor is a powerful card. Primeval Titan is another powerful card, and one that kind of fits into my favorite archetype, of course, the Niv Mizzet deck. I like Primeval Titan there. I think I've started to really rate this card for the Niv Mizzet deck. It's not bad in the green decks either, and I already have a Mox Emerald. So I think it's between Primeval Titan and Vampiric Tutor, and I think I'm just going to take the Titan, to be honest. I just like that style more than the Vampiric Tutor, but could be wrong. We'll see. And now what? Nothing too exciting. Court of Bounty. What does that do? I become the monarch. Put a land from your hand on the battlefield. If you're the monarch, it's a creature or land from your hand on the battlefield. So this is some weird exploration type effect, almost. But potentially you can also put in creatures, which is pretty powerful. Nothing much else. There's Exhume, but I would be more interested in Exhume if I had taken the Vampiric Tutor. Chadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia. I don't think this card is very good in the cube. If the black sack deck was a thing, then maybe, but I have to imagine that hasn't returned to the cube. Then I could take Courser as just a green card, or the Bounty. I think I'd rather take the Courser. I could take the top. No, I'll take Courser. Maybe we're just going to become a green deck. Portent. Okay, cool cantrip. There's Survival, which is not very good. Huntmaster, Deceiver, Inquisition. I do like Inquisition, but I don't think I'm really on track for an Inquisition deck. What card is just the best one here? I think I just want to take the best card. Probably it's, I don't know, Inquisition is pretty sweet. Just doesn't go with any of my picks so far. I can also take the Plateau. Already start pivoting towards Niv. I think I'll just do that. We all know that I want to draft the Niv deck anyways. I've really missed it when it wasn't there last time. Now I'll take Coalition Relic. I'm actually quite happy with that. Works well with Primeval Titan. You just ramp into it fairly easily. Fixes a bunch of your colors. I would like a bird. I would take a Needle Spire, but Coalition Relic is fine for me. Imperial Seal, so sort of like a Vampiric Tutor. Balance. Balance is actually quite interesting. If I take out the Courser and the Primeval Titan, I have 2 artifact mana and a Plateau, so I could do some balance things. I could take the Fyndhorn Elves if I just want to be a green deck. I think Balance is uniquely powerful enough that I will snap it up here. And then what? Temple Garden, Trigon Predator, Raging Ravine, Plow Under. I think I'll take the Temple Garden. And then immediately I get a Savannah. Yeah, I'll still take that. Wall of Roots, Wall of Omens. This card I don't think is very good. Let's just take the Wall of Roots. I think I'll probably end up as a green deck. Garruk Relentless, Deserted Beach, or Wrath of God. Let's take the Garruk. Nothing much here. I guess I take Sensei's Divining Top. Kind of works with Courser of Crewfix. It's something. I'm not super happy with this deck so far. It's fine. It really hasn't got all that much exciting stuff going on for it. I really just want to draft Niv, I guess. I think I take the Huntmaster here. Unlikely to play any of these other cards. And Huntmaster, if I end up Niv, I would want to play. Seachrome Coast could also be good in Niv, but it's unlikely. Take this Unexpectedly Absent. It could maybe be green-white. Not that that is really a cube archetype I want to be in, but you never know. Mother and a Seizing Song. All right. Now what? Ooh, High Tide. I mean, we're not a High Tide deck. There's Ugin, Ancient Tomb, Sheldock Isle. I think I take the Ugin. There's so many games that I lose to Ugin. And I'm starting to realize how good this card is if you could just ramp it out. It just solves so many problems. Yeah, Ugin is a pretty big bomb. Okay, so let's take the Ugin. Circle of Dreams Druid, or an Arid Mesa. Arid Mesa does let me splash a bunch. The Dreams Druid I think is going to be better than just a fixer. I don't really have many reasons to fix right now. So let's just take the better card. Augur of Autumn. look at the top card of your library, play lands, cast creature spells. So this is just another Courser, but you can potentially also play creatures. I think I want Hexdrinker over this though. Hexdrinker has impressed me. It's a great threat, and this Augur might actually come back, I think. Ooh, Eureka is a trap. Stomping Ground, Mirari's Wake, Beast Within, Simic Signet. The Wake's gonna come back. I think Simic Signet over the Stomping Ground. I have no real reason to want to splash. Eureka is a trap. Beast Within is kind of interesting. I'll take the Signet. I need more ramp. Green Sun Zenith. I like Green Suns, I think. Could use some more green creatures, but potentially this card could be very good for me. Sakura, Tribelder, or the Ooze. The Ooze has actually been quite nice, but Tribelder is ramp, and I think I need that more. I want cheaper effects more than I want mid-range creatures. Although this one has been pretty good. Rite of Harmony, draw a card. So this is like a glimpse, but a bad one. I wouldn't mind getting this maybe, but not right now. Not over a Tribelder. I mean, I have the deck for it. I have Temple Garden and Savannah, so I can definitely splash white. Although balance, this is probably not a balanced deck. Could use some dorks. Now I'm kind of sad that I passed up on the one dork. Could have had, Avenger of Zendikar. Worn Power Stone is also interesting, but Avenger is good enough for me to want to take it here over the Power Stone. Don't necessarily like taking high drops, but I think Avenger is good enough that I can take it. Birthing Pod. I really want to take this, but we don't really look to be a Birthing Pod deck right now. Acidic Slime, that is what we want. Pretty versatile creature. It adds some flexibility to our Green Sun Zenith, so let's take the Slime Ball. Regrowth for Erection Revoker or Kitchen Finks. Is there anything I would want to regrowth? I think there are things. Kitchen Finks is good if I play against the red deck specifically, but usually you're fine against the red deck with a green deck, so I'll take the Regrowth. Sword of Fire and Ice, Mindslaver, or Nature's Claim. Let's take the Sword. I like a sword in my green decks, although Nature's Claim is not bad either. Yeah, the Augur came back as expected. I really could use some one drops. Now, Mirari's Wake. You know what? I'm going to take the Wake. I think it's incorrect and it probably should take Beast Within, or maybe even Eureka for the sideboard, but I do kind of like playing with Wake. Ooh, Chorus of Portal. I like that in my green decks. Rite of Harmony came back. Probably not playing it, but you never know. And this Plateau can go. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with this deck. It looks okay-ish. It's been a while since I've played Vintage Cube on Magic Online, so I might need to get back into it. Just get a feel for it again. Ooh, Craterhoof Behemoth. As well as Grim Monolith. I mean, Craterhoof is just so good. Just kills people. I like Grim Monolith too, but I'll take Craterhoof here. And then Search for Tomorrow. Yep, that I'll take as well. I do want to get more mana dorks. I passed up on, I think, only 2, so there should be plenty more, unless someone else is snapping them all up. Yeah, this Mirari's Wake is kind of clunky, but when it works, it is quite nice. It really is quite good. There's Niv Mizzet. Just happy to have it confirmed that it's actually in the cube. Not today. Storm the Festival. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put up to 2 permanent cards with a mana value of 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Rest on the bottom in a random order. No. I think I went to Walking Ballista. Gives me a little bit of removal. Don't have a huge amount of mana, but potentially if I can get a Primeval Titan or a Mirari's Wake down, I could have some. And this is a little bit of removal, like I said, which the green deck typically lacks. Ooh, Ren and 7, as well as Golos. Golos doesn't do much for me. Ren and 7, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, put all land cards revealed this way into your hand, interest in your graveyard, sure. Put any number of lands from your hand into the battlefield tapped, great. Big dude, and something that probably wins you the game as the ultimate. So let's take Ren and 7. I haven't played with this card, and I'm kind of curious. Oh, there's a Mana Dork, that's nice. That also makes our Greens and Zenith more flexible, so I'm very happy to pick up at least one of them. Maybe we can get another. No, not yet. Wall of Blossoms, Council's Judgment. I don't really want to splash a double white card with Council's Judgment, but Skull Clamp. How many one toughness creatures do I have? I have Avenger tokens. I think I take the Skull Clamp still. It's not amazing in this deck, but looks serviceable. Or I take the Signet actually. No, I'm probably lacking card draw a little bit. Fauna Shaman or Finale. Let's take the Finale. Yeah, maybe I should have taken the ramp. I don't know. We aren't the turbo ramp, but we have a decent amount. Umezawa's Jit, Ulamog Memory Jar. I'm going to take the Jit. Jit just dominates creature matchups. Ulamog is great, but we already have Eugene and some other big drops, so I think Jit adds more to this deck. Ooh, Elishnorn, Overgrown Farmland. I think I'll take the Elishnorn. Probably not start it, but Winter Orb Ravages. Probably Ravages. Yeah, I'll take the Ravages. I'll take someone else's Niv Mizzet away. Sorry. Parallax Wave, maybe. Probably not. I'll take Mana Flare. Wear Terror. I might splash that if they have a very busted enchantment. It's not that many. And Desperate Ritual. All right. We got ourselves a deck. Need to cut a couple things. I think Sensei's Top can probably go. It's good with the Augur and the Courser, but I don't have many shuffles to reset, so that makes me not that excited about it. And then I want one more cut. Maybe this Circle of Dreams Druid. It's gonna tap for most likely 1. I mean, it can do busted things, but it's not very consistent. I can also take out the Regrowth, maybe just Skull Clamp, and then add some lands. And then I think this is gonna be my deck. The Green Sun Zenith, Finale, Walking Bliss at the end. Yeah, let's go for round 1. Round 1, this is a keeper. We have our 1-drop and we have a 3-drop. So we have some sort of a curve. We don't really have a payoff, but this is good enough for me. Plains Go. Ooh, more ramp. So we could potentially also do that. And then just pass. After playing our dork. Black-White. Ugin. I mean, I'm not really ramping into anything, so I might as well just be a bit more mana efficient. Play the Augur. Coercive Portal. That's a nice one. I'll probably play that next turn. Maybe there's land underneath the Coercive Portal. That would be ideal. What is this? Toxic Deluge. A little nasty. Lose our board. So I just play the Signet. Play the Temple Garden. Don't want to pay the life for it. And just pass. This is some sort of grindy deck. Ooh, Grim Monolith, sure. Then maybe this Coercive Portal can win us the game. Ooh. Also just kill their Grim Monolith. Make sure they don't go too crazy. Probably advisable. Although there's also a chance that they just don't have anything to do with their Monolith, but don't really want to risk it. Could get Mind Twisted. But I guess if they have a land and a Mind Twist, I also lose my entire hand. So I don't know. Disenchant. Sure. I'm very happy I didn't play the Coercive Portal. Ooh, now I can't play the Wrenn, but I do have this Coercive Portal going now. Attack with my Slime Ball. They don't do anything. I will be drawing some cards here. Choose Homage, Wall of Roots, and a Primeval Titan. Well, if I draw a land next turn, I can play a Primeval Titan. If my wall lives, I do need my wall to live for that. If I don't draw a land, then at least I get to play a Wrenn and 7. I think we're doing all right. Our opponent does have a bunch of gas in hand. They haven't been making land drops, so all of their cards in hand are actual gas, but our hand's pretty gas too. There is a land, so I think I do just want to play the Primeval Titan, set up for like Ugin next turn, get a bunch of mana, get Primeval Titan going. This lives, it's obviously great. I don't have any great lands to get, but that's alright. Just ramping 2 is pretty good also. Attack with the Slime Ball. I was gonna say, there's a chance that they have a board wipe, but that's okay too. Gotten some value off my Primeval Titan. This Coercive Portal is just grinding them out. Yeah, I can just search for tomorrow, cast that, find the land, play the Wrenn and 7. I think I just make a Tree Folk here. It's an 8-8, so next turn they're just dead. Now it's a 9-9. Wrenn is pretty nuts. It's a big beefy boy. Path to Exile. Okay. I'm fine with this. Still have an active Planeswalker. I have the portal. I have a handful of gas. And we're not under any pressure. They don't do anything. Homage again. Circle of Dreams Druid. Let's reveal the top 4 cards. Get 1 land. We lose a couple good ones. That's okay. I think I just play Ugin. And then play the Circle of Dreams Druid. I guess I should have activated Ugin if they have a Planeswalker removal spell. I'm going to look fairly silly. They didn't, so it's fine. Inquisition. I can take my Walking Ballista. That was actually the plan to just win the game next turn, but I think I'll be fine. Homage again. Yeah, Craterhoof should do it. Make another dude. Play the Craterhoof and kill them. I guess I could have played Garrick too. This plays around Mana Tithe. I don't know. Alright, won that one. They got a bit mana screwed. Happy I blew up their Grim Monolith, I think. And let's go for game 2. Don't see a reason to sideboard in this matchup. Maybe Skull Clamp. I could take out the Umezawa's Jit for it. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's see. Sure, this is keepable. I have some ramp, Delta, crack. It would be annoying to get Inquisitioned here. They take my Simic Signet and then I'm without ramp. Yeah, okay. They did have it. Curious what they take. They could also take something else. If they don't have a quick hand, it doesn't really matter. I'll just draw out of it. And then they are better off taking some sort of payoff spell. So that's what they need to decide. Can they keep up if I ramp a little bit sooner? Are they going to try and mana screw me? I took Coalition Relic. Untapped Watery Grave. Curious what that means. Feels like they have some sort of counter spell. I'll just play the Simic Signet. If they counter this, I'm not that unhappy. No, they don't. Makes sense. They didn't do anything with the mana. Plains Ashiok. Oh, I hate playing against Ashiok. I hate playing against Ashiok. What did they take? They hit my Ugin and a Mox. I kind of wanted the Mox, to be honest. Now what? I can try and hit a land off the Courser. But I think I'm better off just playing the Wall of Roots and then making a mana and playing the Courser. There was a land on top. But then I wouldn't have had the chance to play the Wall of Roots. They're going to clear the land anyways. Or they're going to use Ashiok, maybe. If they use Ashiok, no, they just want to keep milling me. I got my Crater Hoof too. Getting a little annoying is this Disenchant for Courser. Demonic Tutor. That can't be good for me. So what would you Demonic Tutor for here? Maybe the board wipe? Yeah, I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Ideally, there's a green-white land underneath the Avacyn's Pilgrim. Or maybe they tutored for a land. That's also a possibility. Not a green-white land, but there is a land. Gain some life. Not a great draw, but I'm not going to draw it anyways because of the Ashiok. I can Finale for a 4-drop, which I don't really have. Play the Walking Ballista. Pretty poor if they have the board wipe, but I think I'm kind of forced to just do it. I don't know. Quick Ashiok without being able to meaningfully pressure it is quite problematic. Attack Ashiok with the Courser. Yeah, this feels like the board wipe. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I mean, I'll shoot the Ashiok. I just didn't have very good plays. I don't know what I'm going to do to get out of this. My draw is pretty poor. Gotten quite a bit of my big stuff. You know what? I'm just over. No, I shouldn't scoop. I shouldn't scoop just yet. Play this, play my Forest, and then pass. If I get himmed or Mind Twisted, then I probably will scoop, but there still is a Primeval Titan in my deck, but our opponent probably has a bunch of removal. Ren and 7, that's another good one, gone. Elspeth, Knight Errant. Yeah, sure. Don't know. I'm gonna deal with this friggin' Ashiok. I guess Finale of Devastation does do something. Fully expecting my opponent to have Disenchant for it. This doesn't give Trample. It just gives +X and haste. My Avenger is gone, so that won't work. Okay, Fractured Identity, my Wake. We are done here. I have no gas left in the tank, no real way to get out of this. They win, that's fine. See if we can get a bit of a quicker hand this time around. Is there anything I want to change? Not really. Maybe just sort of Fire and Ice over Skull Clamp. Yeah, let's try that. The fact that Sword draws you cards may be relevant in this matchup. Like Skull Clamp also draws you cards, but you guys need to die. You don't have that many guys. And it only is reactive, whereas Sword is more proactive. 1 to die roll. 1 land, not good enough. This I will keep. And then I put back Walking Ballista or Crater Hoof. Tricky. I think Crater Hoof, because I have Greenson Zenith to go get it. Start with a Forest, and let's just play a Hex Drinker, and then pass. I may just level up this Hex Drinker, although my opponent does have decent ways of removing a Hex Drinker. So it's not just game over. Is this Inquisition again? Yep. Annoying. Getting a discard spell after you've mulligans, not great. They take the Walking Ballista. Ooh, Mox Emerald is a nice draw. So that means my Hex Drinker gets protection from instants at least. So fully leveled up Hex Drinker, beating down for 4. I really don't want to see a Toxic Deluge or a Sorcery Speed removal. Grim Monolith, okay. Sakura Tribuilder. I will pay a life for this. I can't get it up to 8 just yet, so I'm probably better off just playing the Sakura Tribuilder here. And then I can fully level up next turn. They're down to 11, but they do have Grim Monolith mana now. And they're going to use it. Demonic Tutor. Let's see it. Please do not have Swamp, Toxic Deluge. What I can also do, potentially, depends on if they have a land, is maybe Zenith. They have the Swamp. Wars of Signet, and they probably have the Deluge in. I mean, That's unfortunate. They keep having the deluge every single game. Let's sack this, get a land. Do need a good draw. Well, we drew Primeval Titan. Don't know how good that draw actually is, but search with the Green Sun Zenith. I do need to do something here. Do I want to Augur or the Corsair? I think the extra point of toughness is not going to matter, and maybe the ability on the Augur becomes relevant. Okay, Forest, so at least we'll have Primeval Titan mana next turn. And the Green Sun Zenith is on top again, which is a nice draw. Caracas, okay. Don't think I have a legendary in my deck. I'm not doing anything. Circle of Dreams Druid. Well, I'm just going to cast my Primeval Titan. Hope it resolves. Haven't seen any counter spells out of them yet. It does resolve. Nice. Can maybe find some lands to play with this Augur after we search with Primeval Titan. No. Garruk Relentless on top is not a bad one either. And we still have the Green Sun Zenith. So if there's a land on top next turn, maybe we can do something. Ooh, they have something. Oh, just untapping the Monolith. Yeah, with the Green Sun Zenith, I can also just get like Avenger, or I can work towards a Crater Hoof. If I draw a land, or there's a land on top actually, then I can Crater Hoof. They're also down to 5, so I don't have much life to work with. This feels like maybe a Fractured Identity. Consecrated Sphinx. Not too fussed about Consecrated Sphinx. There's no land. That's unfortunate. They did draw a bunch of cards now. Let's just attack with both my guys. If they have a removal spell, they probably would have killed my Titan anyways, so they have to block my Titan or they die. Then I get in 2 extra damage with the Augur. Yeah, they have to block. Down to 3. We're drawing Ren and 7, which is not a bad one either. Play Garruk, make a Wolf, and then I will pass. Think we'll win this game, but you never know. If they have Dam, I can still just Green Suns for Crater Hoof. Gideon, that's not gonna do it. My current board already beats Gideon. I can just kill the ally token as well. Seagate Stormcaller. Did I have the path? That could maybe do something, but doesn't look like they do. Okay, let's just Green Suns for Crater Hoof and finish out this game. Where is it? There is it. There it is. Bunch of big boys. And it's good. All right, on to round 2. All right, round 2 we're playing against Littlefield. I actually know them. And I think they're actually second on the leaderboard, so this is going to be a tough one. They are usually pretty good. Let's mull this one. Pretty much a stinker. Although if we draw land, but that's risky. This I will keep and put back the Finale or the Avenger. I think the Finale. We don't really have all that much ramp, so that wouldn't be that impactful. Seachrome Coast. Let's go Hex Drinker then and pass. Swamp and nothing. Ren and 7. I think I'd rather just play my Sakura Tribe Eldar. Attack with the Hex Drinker and pass the turn. Play an island and nothing. So there's some sort of Esper control deck, I imagine. I at least hope they're not like Storm or anything like that. I think I'd rather just play the Augur than level up the Hex Drinker. Primeval Titan is the next card. That's not very helpful. I really hope we don't get our board wiped next turn, because I kind of need a land drop. I can play Ren and 7 maybe. Plains, so yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It really makes our hand very awkward, because now the only thing I can do is play Walking Ballista and hope to draw land. At least I have some form of pressure if they want to play a Planeswalker. I can attack it with Walking Ballista, shoot it, have at least something to do. 5 mana. The Scarab God. Not a Planeswalker, but a pretty good card. We're in a little bit of trouble. Okay, land is a good thing, because we definitely needed the land to get anything done. I think I just reveal cards. Not a single land. Yikes. That's rough. I think I want the Walking Ballista to potentially block. Not that I can attack into the Scarab God anyway. And the downside to using Ren is also that we give them fuel for the Scarab God. Okay, they're taking our guy. And Ugin is our best answer to the Scarab God also. Yeah, this game's gonna be tough. We lose a life. Maybe we can win with an Avenger. Just make a very wide board, go around the Scarab God. Take the hit for now. To my Ren, search for tomorrow. I do need to hit a land on this one. We actually got 2 even. These go to the graveyard, play a land, play Primeval Titan. Titan can actually block the Scarab God. They didn't have a counterspell. There was an option for them to have that, of course. Our Ren is a little protected. I can play an Avenger next turn, drop a land, attack with the Titan. Ooh, Vampiric Tutor. That cannot be good. We'll see. We'll see. Control Magic. Okay. This is gonna kill our Ren, right? Yeah, both of these are going at Ren. So Ren is definitely dying. Maybe we can find Acidic Slime or Green Sun Zenith or the Finale. Take out the Control Magic. Regrowth. Ooh, Regrowth also kind of interesting. Play the Avenger. Make our guys a little bigger. Regrowth. I think I'm going to regrowth Ugin still. Still our best answer to what they have going on. If they find a way around our Avenger, then Ugin can maybe take care of that. We're not out of the woods yet. That's for sure. Neither are they. Could Ugin -5 kill everything but the Avenger and the Walking Ballista? I also just start pumping the Walking Ballista. Yeah, Titan is coming in. Augur 2 could block with the Avenger, but I feel like I don't want to risk that. Take 10 down to 7. Swords my Avenger. Okay. In that case, I think I will just block with a plant token. Save myself a little bit of damage. And I'm going to attack with my plant tokens next turn. Play Ugin. Wipe the board. Hope they didn't find a counter. Or I can just try and win the game here. That's also a possibility. Let's see if that works. Please do not have the counter spell. Crater Huff. Don't have like what? Cryptic? They would have just countered. Yep, we got there. Nice. That was fine. What do I want against them? I don't want the Jit. I could try Ravages, but that doesn't seem that great. I think I'll just take the Sword. Don't have that many options. I'm actually playing 16 lands only. Maybe I should add another land, but I like being greedy. That's plenty of lands. On the draw, this is very, very slow. They mold. I think I'll keep. It's a little greedy, but I just like keeping hands. Godless Shrine, untapped. Oh, they're gonna vamp maybe? Drew another land, not what we need. They didn't do anything. Maybe they were willing to like Swords and Manadork if it came out. Play the Simic Signet. The next turn, Circle of Dreams Druid. Turn after, Primeval Titan. It's not particularly fast, but it's something. Monastery Mentor. Ooh, that's pretty scary. Well, there's the Dreams Druid. I mean, Mentor can take over a game. Demonic Tutor. Pretty good. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Swords here. Maybe they tutor for Swords. Maybe they just had it because of the way they played turn 1, where they played an untapped Godless Shrine and then didn't use Vampiric Tutor. So the most logical card for them to have there is Swords. Well, they do have the Swords. I don't know if they tutored for it. If they don't play a land, only Saving Graces that I can play an Acidic Slime. Take out their blue source. Hope that strands them for a bit. I have a Death Touch blocker and then we'll see. It's not great, but it's something. Ah, they drew another island. It's unfortunate. Nighthawk Scavenger. Okay. They can't attack. I'm drawing a lot of lands. I think I also want to take out Mirari's Wake maybe in this matchup. Doesn't seem that good. Get some more lands out of my deck at least. Them having this Nighthawk Scavenger flying Death Touch. Pretty annoying. We don't have great attacks either. They ripped another land. Good for them. Path to Exile. Yeah. Getting dicey. Getting dicey. I mean, I have a bunch of mana now. If we can draw Eugene, obviously that's going to be great. But, okay, at least we can trade for their mentor. Hex Drinker. That could be good. So we have a fully leveled Hex Drinker, so they can't really make great attacks on the ground. They can try and maybe race. Yeah, the Scavenger is coming in. So are the Monk tokens. Okay, so they do want to just try and race. We're down to 9. They're up to 21. We draw Search for Tomorrow. I mean, those are not very good right now. Or that's not very good right now. Get on the land. I can attack, but I'm never going to win this race. So I'm better off keeping my Hex Drinker back, I think. And then maybe I can find a Garruk to kill this Nighthawk Scavenger. Ooh, Bitter Blossom. Also annoying. Yeah, they're committed to attacking with the monks. Makes sense. They have a prowess trigger now also, so that all makes sense. We're down to 4. Sort of fire and ice. I mean, I can play it. Doesn't do much. I need to keep this back to block. I can't equip the sword to it because this has protection. Otherwise, I would have been able to equip and beat and shoot the monk. So I need to draw Garruk, or actually, I think I need to draw exactly Ugin to get out of this. Corpse Dance. Yeah, that does it. That does it. That does it. All right. Kind of unfortunate that we were able to draw out of the land screw, but that's okay. Regrowth. Wouldn't have done it. No, we wouldn't have gotten there. Any changes I would want to make? When was ours Jit? I don't know. They seem to have more creatures than I originally thought. Elishnorn. I mean, that seems somewhat ambitious, but I could try that, but it's double white. The Mirari's Wake doesn't seem that great either. I don't think it's actually great in my deck anyways. Skull Clamp, but that game they didn't kill any of my creatures. Rite of Harmony. I need to have a bunch of mana already for this to be good. Maybe I just put in this Jit? Maybe. It's an answer to creatures, so that's good. Okay, we have a bunch of mana. We just need to draw stuff to do with it off the top, please. So go Pilgrim. Ooh, Renin 7. We can play Renin 7 next turn. That's pretty good. So we did get some sort of reward off the top. Don't have a discard spell. That's kind of annoying. Now I won't get to play the Renin 7 next turn. Acidic Slime, can't cast that either. Very heads up play, killing the Mana Dork. They're not doing anything. I want to play the Renin 7. They haven't shown us any counter spell, but at the same time, resolve an Acidic Slime here seems pretty sweet too. I think I'll just take out the Swamp, try and color screw them. Maybe I should have taken out the dual land, but of course they immediately play another Swamp. Garruk Relentless. I think I'm just going to take a chance and try and resolve Ren. Then maybe I should have done that last turn. They weren't doing anything, kind of tempted to just try and screw them. Maybe I should have taken them off a double blow. I guess Ren also just resolves. I think they make a giant monster. 6/6. Seems good. I have the board wipe. Yeah, they do. Okay, let's reveal the top cards. 3 lands and bidding a Walking Ballista. That's not too bad. I'll play Garruk, create a wolf, play a land, play the Hex Drinker, level up the Hex Drinker, and pass. They have 5 mana, so they maybe have Scarab God, no, Time Warp, which is kind of like an explorer at this point, so I don't mind. It means they probably don't have a great play in hand, otherwise you would try and make that before you do the Time Warp. Just Time Warping as an explorer usually feels a little bit like a desperation play, or they have like a great 6-drop they want to get into. Okay, we are drawing a couple too many lands. Don't really want to make a Tree Folk, get my board wiped again. Let's just reveal the top again. We lost Avenger. Got another Forest. Sure. Let's level up. They do have something. Power Word Kill. Sure, my guy's dead. Play this land. Make a wolf. Attack with our other wolf. Seachrome Coast. They're not doing much. Primeval Titan. What do I want to do with my Ren? I have 8, 12, so there's 4 more lands in my deck, so plussing Ren's not great. I think I just make a wolf and then play Primeval Titan. The downside to minusing Ren here is I make another guy, but then if they have a board wipe, I don't have Ren to really do much anymore. Can't make another threat with Ren because she's too low in loyalty, or they are. So I think I'd rather just chill, not plus it, because I'll never get to the ultimate before I deck out. So I'm better off just not using Ren, I think. Okay, Demonic Tutor. Imagining this is getting a board wipe, or actually could get Control Magic. That's the other option. In which case I'm hoping to draw Regrowth so I can regrowth my Slime Ball. Well, they've made their choice, so let's see what it is. Not doing anything. We draw the last land in our deck. Well, let's see what they found. Is it Cryptic? No, it's Path. I can't even find anything. Yep, there's no more lands. There's just gas in our deck. I will attack with all my creatures. Feel like I still don't really want to use Ren. If I have like Elishnorn, I would want to have used Ren. If I have like a board wipe, I think I'm better off just not doing anything really still. Now let's just pass. Damnation. Okay, they do have a board wipe. Happy I didn't use Ren. I only have 1 card left. So now I can start putting more pressure on them. Of course, there's not going to get me anything, but that's okay. Search for Tomorrow. That is such a bad draw. Let's just create a green Tree Folk and create a wolf. Maybe I should have actually fought one of my wolves with Garruk, and then I could have found, used its tutor ability to find Craterhoof and kill them. I think we're doing pretty okay here though. They need to have another board wipe realistically. Control Magic, probably also pretty good. I would take my Tree Folk token and I wouldn't have great attacks. All right, we got there. It looks like they got the wrong card on their tutor, which sucks, but regardless, I was in a good spot. Yeah, they're saying that also now, that they were in a bad spot rather. All right, let's go for the finals. Into the finals. Our hand's not very good, so let's mulligan. This is a little better. I think we put away the regrowth and then go from there. Start with our Temple Garden. I think our white splash is probably just incorrect, but that's all right. We're playing against Damnite. Okay, or DM. Ait, DMNN, Dem, I don't know. Well, opponent fetches Arid Mesa into Ragavan. Okay, well, we have a blocker for Ragavan, so that's nice. They have a plateau, so this is some sort of red aggro. Maybe it's Boros. No, they're Mardu. Don't have a removal spell for my wall roots. No, Everflowing Chalice kicked once. That I can do with. Augur, not a great draw. I already have Courser, so I don't really need Augur. Play the Courser then. Hope for land? No. Simic Signet. Okay. Ragavan into Everflowing Chalice is interesting. Maybe Ragavan is just that good. Could be. Godless Shrine. Tapped and then Basalt Monolith. So our opponent is ramping something fierce. No land, eh? Yeah, not having a land is annoying. I could Finale for the Avacyn's Pilgrim and then hope to find a land. Seems not great. Play this, put a counter there, play Hex Drinker, level it up, attack with the Courser, and hope our opponent doesn't have something too crazy. Seizing Song. Alright, let's see it. What do you have? It costs 1 billion mana. Bloodthirst Adversary. You may pay red any number of times. And I can make a bunch of Seizing Song mana. Okay, cool. Is this some sort of storm monstrosity? This is kind of cool. They just get a bunch of Seizing Songs. Oh, they only paid it once. Or can they pay more? Oh no, they only had, you have to exile the card, so it makes sense. So this just adds to their storm. Discarded Ancestral Recall and Sphinx. Wow, okay. Wheel of Fortune into this. I am very intrigued by our opponent's deck. We could be dead here. There's always that possibility. Or maybe not. They have some very interesting cards in their Storm deck. Although Bloodthirst Adversary maybe is a very good Storm card. I don't know. Seachrome Coast, Simic Signet, Wall of Omens. Oh, wow. This is a wild one. They are 2-0, I think. I guess you always get paired up. Ophiomancer. Okay, this is a pile. There's some stuff going on here. Let's just block the Ragavan. Take our 3 damage. Yeah, they make a snake. Ugin. Okay. What do I want to do? I think I just want to play Walking Ballista and then play Avacyn's Pilgrim and pass. Ugin could be pretty sweet. So next time we play Primeval Titan, get to Craterhoof for Ugin mana. That's the plan. They're tapping a bunch of mana. Liliana Death Mastery. Okay, so they get the Sphinx. Sure. Wars of Signet. We get our Ugin. Play a land. I think just play the Primeval Titan. Ugin can't take care of the Sphinx. And then do I want to kill the Lily or do I just want to have an extra creature out for the Craterhoof? I think I want to have an extra creature out for Craterhoof. Yeah, I think so. Because they're going to go up to 23. Sundering Titan. I can kill 2 of my lands. Don't like that very much. The Savannah and the Temple Garden are really biting me here. They also have to destroy some of their own, but then fetching, make a zombie. Yeah, the Sphinx is annoying now. Can't block it, can't really do much about it. Play another land, and then actually, I do have enough mana for Craterhoof. It's the wall, 1, 2. Yeah, so I can Craterhoof. So it's, let's see, I can attack with 5 creatures. So it's 5 times 7, that's 35 damage. Then 2 more from the Courser is 37. 2 more from the Hex Drink is 39. 2 more from the Ballista is 41. 6 more from the Titan is 47. 5 more from the Craterhoof is 52. And the Walking Ballista can shoot 2 more damage. So it's 53 damage. I'm fairly certain they don't have enough to block that. Let's see. So I have 53. Minus 22 is 31. They go up 6. No, let's see. 31, 29 from the zombie, 19 after the Sundering Titan, 7 after the Sphinx, 6 after the Snake. Yeah, I think they actually survive if I do that. Probably still correct. I think I just do it and we'll see what happens. Can't be that bad. I do think I want to kill their Snake token. Still have a land on top even after finding 2 more. They're making some blocks, making some changes to their blocks. We'll see. Okay, they're blocking so they can kill my Hex Drinker. No. Changing it again. Opponent really in the tank here. Fair enough. Completed their blocks. We're doing trample damage now. And we'll see where they end up. They end up on 3 life. Do I want to shoot the Lily? They can get back Elite Spellbinder. No, I think I'm better off just having a Walking Ballista. We'll see how this goes. I have 1 card in hand. What could it be? Oh, of course. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Is that going to kill me? They can Wheel of Fortune. Maybe I should have shot the Lily then? I don't know. No, they're casting Ancestral Recall. Fair enough. Yep. Draw 3. Karn. Karn is not bad. Yep. Make a dude. It's a pretty big dude. And the Sphinx comes in, so they go up to 9, and it will go up to 15. Sphinx having pro green, pretty relevant here. Play a land, gain a life. Let's see. 1, 2. What I can do here is, if I level up my Hex Drinker, give it pro everything, it's going to cost me 7 mana. Not going to be able to kill them. I could kill the Sphinx. I can kill the Sphinx, it's just going to cost me my Ballista. No, wait, I can't kill the Sphinx. It's too many counters. Just play Ugin. That doesn't seem that bad. And deal 3 damage to their Karn. Start leveling this thing up. Don't want to attack with the Primeval Titan because they just block it. It dies. That's not great. And then next turn, I can maybe do something with Ugin to get rid of the Sphinx. I feel like I made some mistakes this game. Maybe I should have waited on the Craterhoof just another turn and probably would have been able to get through for lethal. I don't know, maybe. The Sphinx is coming at me. That is interesting. I would go down to 7, but then I have Ugin to get rid of their Sphinx. The Construct also coming in. Let's just block that with a Wall of Roots. Soak up some damage. It's fine. Don't do anything else. Play a land, gain some more life. I can level up the Ballista a bunch. Put a counter on it. Put another counter on it. I am going to lose it if I do this, but I do get rid of their Sphinx. And I think it's worth trying this. Killed the Sphinx. Still no great attacks. I can play Jit, or I can just level up my Hex Drinker more. I think I'll just do that. And then I also have Ugin to go ultimate next turn. And I can kill their Sundering Titan with the Acidic Slime. That will kill 3 of their lands. Don't know how relevant that is, but you know, it's the thing. Oh no, Recurring Nightmare. Ooh, that is pretty tough. Their deck is wild though. Feels very random. They can get back to Sphinx. Took me a while to get rid of that. I mean, now I can just minus Ugin still and be fine. Yeah, there's the Nightmare again. If I minus the Ugin, at least I exile the Sphinx and I won't be able to get it back again. Okay, getting back the Bloodthirst Adversary. What did I want to flash back now? Wheel of Fortune. Really? So I can't ultimate Ugin? Is that the idea? I mean, I'm fine with this. They only have 2 cards in their deck after this. Play Mana Crypt. Are they gonna play the Nightmare again? So how do I want to do this? It's probably worth leveling up the Hex Drinker twice so I can get in for 6. I think so. Let's do that to start. Can't block, they go down to 9. Sure. I minus Ugin. Their Sundering Titan does survive, which is annoying. But I get rid of the lifelinker. I should have played my land, so I would have gained another life. That's my mistake. Yeah, Sundering Titan's still there. I can also... I should have Green Sun Zenith first. No, Avenger is already gone. Let's just play the Renin 7 then. Make a big boy. Play the Dreams Druid. Play the Mox Emerald. I will cast Search for Tomorrow just to search. See what I even have left in my deck. I have a Forest, a Regrowth, and a Garruk. Okay, I'll take the Forest. And I will pass. Opposition Agent. Huh, interesting. It does shut off my Green Sun Zenith. They lost a flip. I can't plus red because then I deck out. But they're going to deck out before me as it stands. They have the Recurring Nightmare. I don't know what they could really do with it. Okay, that's a lot of mana. I'm very intrigued by our opponent's deck. Tide Hollow Sculler. They take the Green Sun Zenith, even though they have Opposition Agent in play. Yeah, sure. Wait, Recurring Nightmare. Oh no, they discarded Recurring Nightmare. Rakdos Return. Oh man, really? That's their last card? Ugh. Okay. Well, I have to say I'm not super impressed by our opponent's deck. I think we should be able to beat this, but that was not a great showing. Maybe we want to add an extra land, take out our duels. Yeah, I'll just try it like this. Feel like we should have a decent game against them. Their deck seems very unfocused. But losing to Rakdos Return? Come on. Come on. I think I messed up. That game felt very winnable, and we somehow lost. One to die roll. Yeah, this hand seems pretty decent. I mean, it's mostly just acceleration. I think a Green Sun's just for a dork here. Just to go as quick as we can. We don't really have anything to ramp into, but we might draw into that. Womp. Fiddle Push. Well, there goes that plan. Ooh, Hex Drinker. That's not a bad alternative. Our opponent's deck is a combination of mid-range rampy stuff. Ancient Tomb. Talk about rampy stuff. Ooh, Ophiomancer. Good card, especially against a green deck like mine with not a lot of removal. Ren and 7. Oh, let's just keep ramping. Can't attack. Yeah, that last game, there must have been a way to win that. I think I played a little bit too loosey-goosey. Mana Crypt. Jeez. And a red source. Are we getting Rakdos returned? Zealous Conscripts. No, we're getting smashed in the face for a bunch. So racing is not really a great option now. I think I'm better off just playing the Ren 6 or Ren 7, making a big boy and putting that in front of them. Do I want to race? Don't really want to try that, do I? If they have removal for my Tree Folk, they hit me for another 6. I got another 4. And I have to block, and then I can't block in a way that I actually survive. So, no, let's be a little bit more conservative. They lost a flip. Good. Okay, they're fetching. Godless Shrine. Untapped. Maybe I should have tried racing. Gonti. I mean, we have a lot of good stuff, and they have a lot of mana, so Gonti is actually pretty scary. I'm very scared if they just blindly attack into my stuff now. I mean, I can definitely send the Death Touch token. Oh, they are just attacking. I'll put my Tree Folk in front of the Zealous Conscripts. Maybe they have Walking Ballista to kill my Tree Folk token. I'd be okay with that. I can't just let my Ren die either. That doesn't seem great. No, we just got to eat the Zealous Conscripts for free. I'll take that deal. Play Courser. We can gain a little bit of life. I'll play the land. And there's another land on top, so Ren is going to get us some stuff. Lost some cards that I don't really care about. Search for Tomorrow, not a great one to have on top. Level up the Hex Drinker. Some more. Question is, do I want to attack? Pretty sure the answer is no. Or no, it is. I do want to attack, of course. Just want to attack, put them dead to a Hex Drinker next turn. I lost a flip, so their Ancient Tomb is turned off. And we win. Nice. All right. Still feels like we should have won the first one, and this should have been a trophy already. But let's try again. Don't see any reason to board differently. Okay, this hand's fine. Green Sun Zenith, good. Wall of Roots. I have some ramp. Umuzawa's Jit could be sweet. Hopefully they don't have too much fast mana. I was going to say, if I draw Mox, I'd be very happy, but obviously we don't. They also only have 6 minutes left on the clock, which is not going to be easy for them, maybe. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Ophiomancer again. Ancient Tomb is annoying. Go Wall of Roots. Pass. Next turn, Circle of Dream Druid. And then set up some big mana. Gonti. Oh, this Ancient Tomb is kind of painful. Do I have the Jit to gain back some life also? Hopefully my Druid lives. Getting a bit of a beatdown here. I was going to say, hopefully not an untapped Sacred Foundry to steal my guy. Yawgmoth. Oh, that's pretty bad also. Yep, get beat down for 4. They get another token. I can't really find a mana dork. Ooh, Mox Emerald is sort of a nice draw. So now I can Green Suns for a 3-drop, which will be Courser of Crewfix. That doesn't help, but I do get to gain some life. I have a blocker for some of their guys. I mean, if I can get to Ugin, and the Coalition really can help me maybe get there. This Ancient Doom has done work for them. Oh, Mana Crypt, really? Oh boy. I really hope to not get Rakdos returned. Yeah, I'll eat the Chupacabra I need to stem the bleeding. If they're going to Yawgmoth to shrink my guy and then kill it, that's fine. They do need to invest quite a bit to be able to do that. Assault Monolith. Sure. This feels like Rakdos Return. Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh man, that's so that's very annoying. At least I still have my Courser. Walking Ballista, sort of a good draw? I don't know. Maybe. Let's just pass. We need to hope they lose some Mana Crypt flips. They're also paying life to the Yawgmoth. Come on, lose some flips. Lost a flip, down to 4. Okay. Walking Ballista might get there. We're also down to 9, to be fair. Seething Song. Oh, did it have the one guy again? To copy maybe the Rakdos Return or something like that? Goldspan Dragon. Alright. I mean, that doesn't kill me yet. I'm going to have 2 mana. So I'll be able to play Walking Ballista for 3. That's not enough to kill them. But they do need to win their Mana Crypt flip. Is there any point in blocking? There probably is. So let's just block. I think this comes down to a Mana Crypt flip. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short of just killing them here. Just deal them the 1 damage. And then let's hope for Mana Crypt to be good to us. Our opponent has lost a lot of flips already. Yes, they lost a flip and we win. Oh, that's so nice. Justice. Ah, that's so sweet. They paid so much life for fast mana, and then in the end it ended up costing them. Well, this wasn't necessarily the most exciting deck, but we did get the trophy on our first try this go around. All 2-1s, definitely some loosey-goosey play, but I'll be back with more Cube hopefully, and I hope to see you then as well.